Good morning, students. In this session of Knowing Our Numbers, we are going to study about our next topic. Before that, let us recall some observation like this. The first observation is, if you add 1 to the greatest single digit number, then we will get the smallest two digit number. What is this? What is greatest single digit number? Greatest single digit number is 9. Single digit, as single digit number started from 0, single digit started from 0, 1, 2 up to 9. These are single digit number. So this is the greatest single digit number, 0 is the smallest single digit number. So if you add 1 to the greatest single digit number, that is greatest single digit number 9 plus 1, we will get 10, and 10 is the smallest two digit number. 10 is the smallest two digit number. So if you add to the greatest number, if you add 1 to the greatest number, you will get the smallest of next digit. For one digit number, if you add 1, you will get smallest second digit. This is greatest, this is smallest. For the same, if you add great if you add 2 to the greatest two digit number, you will add 1 to greatest two digit number, you will get smallest three digit number. In the same way, to the greatest three digit number, if you add 1, you will get smallest four digit number. This is the observation that we have calculated. So the first is, if you add 1 to the greatest single digit number, you will get the smallest two digit number. If you add 1 to the greatest two digit number, greatest two digit number is, first of all, write two digits, two places are there. Greatest out of 0 to 9, which one is greatest? 9. So we will put 9 here and 9 here. In this way, we can frame greatest two digit number. For example, you are being asked to frame a greatest three digit number. Here we see, for example, you are being asked to frame the greatest three digit number. You are being asked what is the greatest three digit number. So what you have to do, first of all, make three place values, because we have to calculate three digit number. So we will make three place value. Out of 0 to 9, which one is greatest? 9 is greatest. So we will put 9, greatest number, greatest number, greatest number. So 999 is the greatest three digit number. You are being asked for greatest four digit number, greatest four digit number. So what will you do? Make four place values. Greatest number is, out of all the 10 digits 0 to 9, which one is greatest? 9. So whenever you are being asked to frame greatest number, you have to put 9 at all the places. For 5 digit number it will become this, for 6 digit number it will become this. In this way you can frame greatest number. For example, you are being asked to frame smallest number. You are being asked that what is the smallest one digit number. Smallest one digit, 0 and 1. Out of 0 and 1, which one has an identity? If you said here is 0, 0 means nothing. So we can say 1 is the smallest one digit number, because we started counting from 1, not from 0. 0 is only meant for empty space. Empty means nothing is there, so we can't say only 0. So only 0 can't be calculated, so we will call 1 as the smallest one digit number. Now if you have to frame smallest two digit number, smallest two digit smallest two digit number, how will you frame? First of all, you will put two places, because we have to place two digits, so you will frame two places. Out of 0 and 1, which one is smaller? 0 is smaller. 0 is smaller, so we have to frame smallest number. Whenever you have to frame greatest number, you will put the greatest digit. Whenever you are said to frame smallest number, you will put the smallest digit, that is 0. So we will put 0 here, we will put 0 here. But this means nothing. This 0 0 means nothing. So what will you do? You just simply put 1 here rather than 0. On the unit place or on the right side places you have to put 0, but on the first place to the left you have to put 1 each time. So the smallest 2 digit number is 10. For example, you are being asked to frame smallest 3 digit number. Smallest 3 digit, how will you frame? We will put 3 places. Smallest number is 0, so 0 0, put 2 places here, 1 place left, we will put 1 here. So 100 is the smallest 3 digit number, and greatest 3 digit number 999. Smallest 4 digit, 4 places, 0 0 0, but here we will put 1, and greatest 4 digit 9999. So this is the smallest 4 digit, this is the greatest 4 digit. Understand? Now we will go to our topic. So here, if you add 1 to the greatest single digit number, you will get the smallest 2 digit. 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. If you add 1 to the greatest 2 digit number, greatest 2 digit 99, you add 1, 99 plus 1 100. This is smallest 3 digit number. So greatest plus 1, you get smallest of next digit. So greatest of 2 digit, smallest of 3 digit. Greatest of 3 digit, smallest of 4 digit. Greatest of 4 digit, smallest of 5 digit. In this way you will get the number after adding 1. You will read this and you will understand. Now let us move to our next topic. Next topic is larger numbers. We have some larger numbers. So what will you do? We will follow the same pattern to get the larger number. Add 1 to the next, then we will get the smallest number. For example, you have to frame 9 lakh. You have to frame 10 lakh, sorry, 10 lakh. So how will you write 10 lakh? Unit, tens, 100, comma, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh. This is 10 lakh. If you want to get this, what you have to do? This is what? How many places are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 places are there. This is smallest 7 digit number. This is smallest 7 digit number. From where we will get this? We can get this by adding 1 to the greatest 6 digit number. If you add 1 to the greatest 6 digit number, 6 digit number greatest, 999999. This is greatest 6 digit number. If you add 1 to this, you will get the smallest 7 digit number. Understand? So you will get the smallest 7 digit number if you add 1 more to the greatest 6 digit number, which is called 10 lakh. Now in next, if you want to get 1 crore, 1 crore has how many places? 8 places. So what you have to do? You have to add 1 to the greatest 7 digit number. What is being given here? You have to find, you have to frame smallest 8 digit number, which is 1 crore. Smallest 8 digit number. So unit place, tens place, 100 place, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, and this is your 1 crore. Count the places: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. How many places are there? 8 places. So this is smallest 8 digit number. Smallest 8 digit number. How will you get this? To the greatest 7 digit number we will add 1. Greatest 7 digit number 999999. How many places are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we will add 1 to this and we will get the smallest 8 digit number. Understand? Now here are some values that you have to learn. 100, we can write it as 10 into 10, that is 10 tens. 1000, how many zeros are there in 1000? 3 zeros. 3 zeros, so we can write it as 10 into 100. So this is 10 hundreds. So we can write it as 10 hundreds or 100 tens. We can write it as 100 tens or 10 hundred. In this way, 1 lakh is equal to 100,000. 1 lakh is equal to 100,000 or 100. What is 1 lakh? Unit place, tens place, 100 place, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh. We can write it as 100,000. So 100 multiply by 1000. So we can say that it is 100,000 or it is 1000 hundreds. We can say this for the same. For crore, we can say it is 100 lakh or it is 10,000 thousand. How will you say this? First of all, we will write crore. So unit place, tens place, 100 place, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore. So this is 100, this is lakh. So 100 multiply by 1 lakh. So this is 100 lakh. Here it is written 100 lakh, or we can also write it as, we can frame it like this. You just increase 1 0 here. We will write 10,000 multiply by 1000. Count the zeros here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and count the zeros here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Equal zeros are there. This is what? 10,000. This is what? 1000. So 1 crore is equal to 10,000 thousand. Understand? Now the next topic is pattern. The same pattern I have told you. If you add 1 to the greatest one digit number, you will get the smallest one. Greatest, smallest, greatest, smallest. In this way, we will get the values. Now these things you have to learn. These are very, very important. You have to learn all these. All these values you have to learn. Because without these, you are not able to solve the problems. First one, whenever milli is given. Milli. So milli is the smallest unit. Here milli is the smallest unit. So first one is 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. We will write it as 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. You have studied this. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. So this is what? Mm is equal to millimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter, and 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So here one more thing is there, 1000 millimeter. How will you get this? I will solve for you. As we studied, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, and 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So we can write it, this 100 centimeter, we can write it as 100 multiply by 1 centimeter. We can write it like this: 100 multiply by 1 centimeter. In place of 1 centimeter, I can write 10 millimeter. So in place of 1 centimeter, I will write 10 millimeter. So what it become? 1000 millimeter. So 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter. In this way we will get this. Now 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So first of all, you will learn 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So largest value is 1 kilometer. Smallest value is millimeter. Understand? Kilometer is largest, millimeter is smallest. Now we will go for gram. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram, and 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram, and 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. You have to learn these value. Now in terms of liter, 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. Understand? Now let us move to some questions. The first one is, how many milligrams make 1 kilogram? How many milligrams make 1 kilogram? So let us see. We have studied 1 gram is equal to 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram, and 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. What we have studied? We have studied 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram, and we have studied 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. In the same way, we will write this value as 1000 multiplied by 1 gram. In place of 1 gram, we will put this value. So 1000 multiplied by 1000. Here 1000 multiplied by 1000 milligram, and 1 kilogram is equal to 10 lakh milligram. Understand? First of all, what will you do? What will you have to do? First of all, you will write the largest value. So larger one is kilogram. So we will write 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. And the next thing that you know is 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. So in place of this, we will write 1000 multiplied by 1 gram. In place of 1 gram, we will write 1000 multiplied by 1000 milligram. So this will multiply to 10 lakh, and the unit is milligram. So we will get 1 kilogram is equal to 10 lakh milligram. Understand? Now the next one is, a box contain 2 lakh medicine. 2 lakh medicine tablets, each weight 20 mg. That means one tablet has a weight of 20 mg. One tablet has a weight of 20 mg. Now you have to find the weight of 2 lakh medicines. So you can take it as like this. You have 2 apples. For example, you have 2 apples. One apple weight 50 gram. So 2 apples weight 50 plus 50, 100 gram. If you have 3 apples, 50 plus 50 plus 50, 150 gram. If you have 4 apples, 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50, 200 grams. In this way we will add for each one. But one problem is there. Here we have how much? 2 lakh. So how will you add 22 lakhs time? So a simple formula is there. For example, you bought a pen. You bought a pen, and the cost of the pen is 2 rupees. One pen cost 2 rupees. So if you buy 10 pens, what is the cost? If you buy 10 pens, what is the cost? You just simply multiply this price by amount. So 2 into 10, 20 rupees. So if you buy 10 pens, you have to pay 20 rupees. So same formula we will use here. We have the weight of one medicine tablet. We have the weight of one medicine tablet. One medicine tablet weight 20 mg. And how many tablets are there? 2 lakh. So weight of all tablets 2 lakh multiply 20, 40 lakh. So what is the weight? 40 lakh milligram. Now what is being asked? You have to find the weight in gram and kilogram. So we have the value 40 lakh milligram. As we know, 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. So if you have this value and you have to find this one, here two things are there. One is left hand side and one is right hand side. If you have to convert left hand side into right hand side, if you have to go to right hand side, if you are right, If you are right, learn this thing. If you are right, you have to multiply. If you are going to left, you have to divide. If you have to go to right side, you have to multiply. If you have to go to left side, you have to divide. What does it mean? If you have gram and milligram, so if you have to go to milligram, you have to multiply by 1000, because 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. But what happen if you have to convert milligram into gram? You have to divide by 1000. Whatever the value is given, you have to divide it by 1000. So here we have this value, 40 lakh milligram. So to convert it into gram, we have to divide it by 1000. So to convert 40 lakh milligram, we have to divide it by 1000. Understand? Now same thing here, we have kilogram and gram. So if you have to convert kilogram into gram, left to right, you have to multiply, and if you have to go to left side, you have to divide. So here we have this value. So to convert this into this, we have to divide. So cancel, we will get 4 kg. Understand? Left to right, multiply. Right to left, divide. So this is right to left, and this is also right to left. So we have to divide. Understand? Now example one more is there. Population of Sundarnagar was 2,35,471 in the year 1991. In the year 2001, it was found to be increased by 72,958. What was the population of the city in 2001? What does it means? You are given the total population in the year 1991. This is the total population. So let us take an example. You have 5 chocolates. This is what? You have 5 chocolates. Your friend give you 2 more. How many chocolates you have? 7. Same thing is here. The 5 chocolates you have are this one, the population of the city. These are your 5 chocolates. And this one value, increase in population. Increase in population is those chocolates which are given to you by your friend. Increase means that one will given. So this is the increase in your population. So to find the total one, what you have to do? You have to add both these values. You have to add both these values. So how will you do? You will add these two values and you will get the answer. The total population is 30 lakh 84 sorry 3 lakh 8,429. This is the total population. This is the population in 1991. Until 2001, it will increase by 72,958. So the total population is, we will get by adding these. We have 5 chocolates. Your friend give you 2 chocolates. Total chocolates you have 5 plus 2, 7. In the same way, we will add these two values. Next. There are 8,797 children in a town. 6,989 go to the school. So how many children do not go? So let us take one more example. You have 5 chocolates. So this is value is your 5 chocolates. Out of them, you eat 2. Out of the 5, you eat 2 chocolates. So how many you have left with? 5 minus 2, 3. So same thing is there. There are total how many children? 8,797. Out of this 6,989 go to school. वो चले गए. So how many children do not go to school? We will minus these values. So 8,797 minus 6,989, we will get 1,808 children will left in the town or do not go to school. Understand? Next. The number of sheets of a paper available, the number of sheets of paper available for making notebooks is 75,000. Each sheet make 8 pages of a notebook. Each notebook contains 200 pages. How many notebooks can be made from the paper available? Now what is there? Firstly, you have to understand the statement. What is given in the statement? The number of sheets of paper. The number of sheets of paper available. The number of sheets of paper available for making notebook is 75,000. That means you have, for this you will take one more example. For example, you have 100 rupees. This 75,000 we will represent it as, we have 100 rupees. Each sheet make 8 pages of a notebook. Each sheet, there are total 75,000 sheets. So one sheet that is so much long that you can cut it into 8 pages of a notebook. So you have 100 rupees, this is your total value. Out of these, this 8 pages of a notebook, let us make out of these 2 rupees you will spend. Each notebook contains 200 pages. You have to spend 2 rupees on one thing, and you have to buy 15 things. Or we can take one more example here. You have, for example, you have 100 sweets. You have 100 chocolates. For example, you have 100 chocolates, and you want to bake, you want to make chocolate cake. You want to make a chocolate cake. You have 100 chocolates and you want to make a chocolate cake. In one chocolate cake we will use 5 chocolates. In one chocolate cake we will use 5 chocolates, and we have to make 20 cakes. So you are being asked like this. So what is there? We have 75,000 papers. These are our papers, and in one notebook you have to make one. For example, you have to make your first notebook. You will take a paper out of this, you will take a paper out of this, and we will cut it into 8 pages. We will cut it into 8 pages. These 8 pages, when we will bend them for 200 pages, one notebook get completed. One sheet 8 page, and total papers are 200 pages in a notebook. So you have to find how many notebooks can be made from the paper available. So here it is. Each sheet makes 8 pages. Each sheet makes 8 pages. When one sheet is cutted, it will make 8 pages. So we have how many sheets? 75,000. So 75,000 sheets made how many pages? 8 multiplied by 75,000. We will get this value. 6 lakh pages we can make out of 75,000 sheets. Now how many pages one notebook contains? 200 pages. So one notebook contains 200 pages. So one notebook contains 200 pages. So 6 lakh pages can be converted into how many notebooks? Just simply divided by 200. So 6 lakh divided by 200, we will get 3000 notebooks. We will get 3000 notebooks. You are given 75 sheets, 75,000 sheets. Out of one sheet we can make 8 papers. So total papers are 6 lakh papers. Out of 6 lakh papers, one notebook contains 200 pages. So total notebooks that we can make is 6 lakh divided by 200. So the answer is 3000 notebooks. That's all for today. Thank you.